I've been helping people with money for more than 20 years, but no one stumped me more than the princess.
How much you pay for this?
400.
$400 for that.
You know, if people on TV can do it, I can do it too.
I'm here to help this princess take control of her money and her life. Over the next 4 weeks, she'll live on a strict cash diet and complete weekly challenges.
You gotta go right now.
Your own mother fired your ass. If this princess has what it takes, I'll transform her from spender to saver, and I'll give her up to $5,000 to help her pay down her debt.
She's maxing out credit cards, she's applying for more credit cards, and I'm worried for her.
No changes, no money.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. She's a princess.
Meet Princess Daniela.
I'm currently working at a car dealership. Since I've graduated, I've had about 20 jobs. I believe I've earned my stripes in, in the industries that I've been in, and I don't like people telling me what to do. I'd rather tell them.
It's all about me, 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 me.
At 23 years old, Daniela still lives at home and acts like an overgrown teenager.
Even make your bed.
I'll do it later.
You always say the same thing.
Okay,
I
I'll
end
do
up
it
coming
later.
in.
I pay $0 for rent because going to spend $800 a month when I can spend that somewhere else.
Basically, she gets away with everything that she wants.
And her obsession with her looks is spiraling out of control.
I spend a lot of money on hair.
For her extensions, it'll probably be about $400. She always asks me to pay for them and do them for her. Maybe she'll give me $100 one month, $100 another month.
That's crazy.
Her reckless spending makes boyfriend Jesse's head spin.
What took so long?
Oh, I actually signed up for the gym again.
Oh, and how much was it this time?
Got it for $1,800.
$1,800?
When we get married, I might not tell him how much I spend on something.
And what happens when you get no money? What are you gonna do?
Have you?
Oh, yeah, right. It's a stress on me. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm the one who's with her, and her problems now become my problems.
It declined. Declined?
Her spending habits does put a lot of pressure on the whole family.
She's maxing out credit cards, she's applying for more credit cards. She's trying to find all these ways to get money, and her credit rating's just going down.
Okay, my debit declined too.
I'm kind of not ready to take on those financial problems at this moment.
Daniela aspires to own a salon like her mother does. But when Mom gave her a chance to get some experience, was Daniela grateful?
I was doing most of the work and she was just sitting around and like looking pretty.
We already discussed this.
But she was taking advantage, so eventually I had to let her go. She was very upset.
Daniela's friends and family are fed up, so they've called me in.
It's not our responsibility to look after her debts. It's hers.
Sorry, the constant borrowing really gets to me sometimes, and it makes it hard to be around her.
Your spending's out of hand, and you want to get married, so you change your ways, or we're not going to get married.
I've brought her here to show her the error of her ways. Gail Vaz-Oxlade, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Come with me. You have a pretty spotty work history.
Yes, I do.
Your own mother fired your ass.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at what some of the people in your life have to say, because they pretty well say it all.
To buy something, you have to make sure you have the money for it. If not, don't buy it. She doesn't care.
I never heard my dad really say anything. Like, he's always quiet, he's always to himself. So it's like, the first time I hear him say something about my financial problems or whatever, it kind of got emotional.
Daniela is very self-centered. It's always about her.
You're actually trained as an esthetician.
Yes,
Why do you go have somebody else do your makeup?
because I want to feel pampered. Like,
You're 23 years old and usually you don't have a job. What makes you think you're entitled to feeling pampered?
I want to have money in the future. Daniela's spending my, saved money, hard-earned, and she's spending it carelessly.
What do you do for him?
I love him unconditionally.
It's not unconditional. You love everybody on condition that they do what you want. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually look at the numbers, and I hope somebody pops a cork. So I wanted you here to see the numbers because it's important that you all know what she's been doing. so you can help her stop, okay? But part of the reason she's in the mess that she's in is because you people keep giving her everything she wants. What is wrong with you people?
I think that's what I'm supposed to do, but it looks like it's not. I'm doing the wrong thing.
So it all stops now, okay? What you have been doing is you have been spending about 39% of your income on your needs and 257% of your income on your wants. So she's spending 2.5 times her current income on crap.
I think I have a spending problem.
Want to know where all this money is going? This is 1 month. You spent $254 on beauty.
Oh, wow.
We didn't know that she can spend that much.
You spent $352 on clothes. Really? You think you can afford to spend $350 a month on clothes?
It's insane.
See all these cash withdrawals? They add up to $1,500. And it's not just your money you're spending, because other people kick in money for your cell phone and your tanning and your hair.
Those numbers were very shocking.
Pretty shocking.
You're earning about $2,100 a month. That works out to be about $29,000 a year gross. You would have to make $52,000 a year to live the way you're currently living. And you'd have to make $64,000 a year to live the way you're living and get your debt paid off. If you were paying your own way and using credit to fill the gap, you'd be going into debt to the tune of over $4,200 every month or $51,000 a year.
Oh, man.
You all have to commit to me right now. We will not undermine anything you're asking her to do.
I'm gonna be happy to do that.
So over the next few weeks, I'm going to give you a series of challenges to do. You do the challenges to my satisfaction. I'll give you up to $5,000, which will take care of your debt problem and give you some extra money towards your goal, okay? You don't do the challenges, you don't get the money, you don't have the right attitude, you don't get the money, no bitching, no whining, okay? So this month, we're going to teach you to get into reality, deal in the real world. Going to get your head out of the clouds, and we're going to teach you that beauty is only skin deep.
Okay.
What you're going to do now is you're going to go get me your debit card and your credit cards because you're going on a cash diet.
Okay.
No more plastic. Off you go. Coming up.
I probably will be tempted to drive home in the middle of the night.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
23-year-old Daniela is a princess who believes she deserves the best of the best.
I'm definitely looking to buying a pair of shoes that are about $1,000 to $1,500.
And she thinks her friends and family are only there to serve her.
For her extensions, it'll probably be about $400. She always asks me to pay for them.
My phone wouldn't work. It said that I needed to pay my bill. And I have to call Jessie and make sure that he fixes it for me.
Now they've decided it's time for this princess to stand on her own 2 feet.
I am at my breaking point. At some point, she needs to learn that she needs to be on her own.
I've got 4 weeks to whip this princess into shape. If she wants my $5,000, she's gonna have to stop with the excuses. Give me the plastic. Okay, not gonna be living on plastic anymore. Now you're gonna be living on cash.
Okay.
$50 a week for food and $50 a week for gas.
It'll definitely be hard. I'm not looking forward to it.
So now we come to your first challenge, which is your Get Real challenge.
Okay.
You're moving out.
I didn't expect that at all. I was shocked.
It's time to buckle up. Because I've never been, I guess you could say, independent by myself with nobody to rely on.
So I look forward to seeing you next week, a new woman living on your own. Good luck.
Thank you.
It's a great challenge. I was like, wow.
The Get Real challenge is about snapping my princess into reality. Daniela is used to having others cater her to her every whim, but not anymore.
I have mixed emotions about it. I'm happy that I'll be able to be independent, but I don't like the fact that I can't rely on anyone. I won't have dinner ready.
She doesn't know how to cook. She'll learn or she'll starve.
I
I probably will be tempted to drive home in the middle of the night, but this is a challenge that I need to overcome.
Daniela got right down to the business of moving in, but found the apartment was missing a few ingredients.
I have no idea what's on the menu tonight. It doesn't look like there's much. Really, no one's here. I have to be responsible myself. I have to figure out what I need to eat. I'm having mixed emotions about it. Oh, crap.
And there were some other items that she found downright confounding.
I would have started putting things in here and washing it.
That's the dryer.
So I can always borrow my mom. She can come over.
Then down to the nitty-gritty of the budget.
See, I think I did it wrong.
20% of $800 is $13. Well, during the budget exercise, I noticed that she's not worried about the interest that she's paying. What's 20% of 100?
I don't like dealing with math, so isn't it 120?
That was again shocking.
It sucks, but it's something that I have to do in order for me to be responsible.
So do you know what the difference between principal and interest is?
Does a credit card come with all that responsibility?
Yes, it does. What you're buying it truly costs more than what you think you're paying for after you pay interest.
Since you put it that way.
Now it's time to check in to see how well this princess did. You come from hardworking parents. I mean, nobody in your house sits around and twiddles their thumb. Mm-hmm. What happened to you?
I'm not sure. I think I just got really comfortable and having things given to me.
You also work to whatever expectation is set of you.
Right.
So, for example, I said to you, you have to create a debt repayment plan that gets you out of debt in 6 months because you don't have a lot of debt.
Right.
And so that's exactly what you did, and you did it completely correctly.
Yes.
But I didn't give you any expectations for the budget, and so you totally screwed it up. Let's just go over it quickly, shall we?
Okay.
Your needs and your wants. You have virtually no needs. I don't see any rent in here. Do you think you need to pay rent? Don't
I do.
No savings. What's wrong with you, girl?
I don't know.
But you think it's perfectly okay to spend $995 a month, 55% of your income, on self-indulgence.
When she told me that I basically failed, I was kind of surprised because I thought that I did it the right way, and I guess I misinterpreted the budget.
Okay, so this is your goal-setting challenge. You want to get married.
Yes.
You want to start a life together, but you want to do it as a partner.
Right.
You and the boy have to sit down and talk about what's important to both of you going into the marriage. So you know what you have to do?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll see you next week.
I want everyone to have their own individual desserts. I really want a horse carriage for my wedding. Oh, I'm actually getting so excited just talking about it.
Coming up.
I don't think I want to get married after this.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
Princess Daniela was used to getting everything she wants.
The second I have money, I need to go to the mall. And when I get something, I feel satisfied.
But her friends and family have cut the purse strings.
I am at my breaking point.
I'm gonna cut her off financially.
I've challenged her to live on her own and take control of her finances.
I don't like dealing with math, so.
Her not knowing the difference between principal and interest and the difference between a washer and dryer, I think they're both equally scary.
I can always borrow my mom.
She's learning to live within her means, and she's only got $100 in cash to spend every week.
I don't need more than $100 a week. And anything that I spend over that is just, I'm blowing it on things that aren't necessary.
$40, please.
I didn't think I could do it, but I definitely can.
Daniela's dreaming of a big wedding, but so far it's been all about the shopping. For her Set Goals challenge, I want her to nail down the details and the numbers.
What do you think?
Wow, that looks really nice.
Look at all the detail. Look at the sweetheart, nice and white.
Here's a veil that I think that would just finish the look of your dress.
How much is something like this?
A dress like this is about $2,000.
Time to see what her mom and dad think of her wedding budget.
So I must confess that I am a little nervous to show you guys my numbers. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
I don't know, I'm kind of scared. I'm nervous.
I'll be nervous.
This is the banquet hall that I decided to do.
The wedding cake is a 4-tiered cake, $4,000 for both dresses. The Indian bridal makeup would cost me $175, a 14-seater Lincoln Navigator.
I've lost track of how much we've been spending already.
Cinderella always has, you know, her big wedding with her big dress and whatnot. How does Cinderella come in? $4,000.
Oh my God.
$4,000, yes. My fantasy wedding, we're looking at spending $33,921. Your daughter's happiness is what? Is priceless.
No, realistically, I think we can help you with about 10,000 and maybe little knickknacks, and that's
Fair
it.
enough.
Compromising on the number of horses is not gonna make us budge.
When you made the presentation to your parents, they were happy to cough up how much?
$10,000.
So that's a third of the cost.
Yes.
And so where's the other 10,000 coming from?
From Jessie's side of the family.
And you're planning to save 10,000?
Yes.
You're planning to get married in 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means you have to save $5,000 a year. How are you going to come up with $417 a month?
I'm not sure.
It's like you think this is a game, and it's let's have all the wonderful things we want, and everybody will play the roles I assign them. That's not life.
I definitely felt like I was kind of beaten up by it, but at the same time, from there, I'm going to learn where I went wrong.
Okay, so some lights are coming on. I want you to get real.
I don't think I want to get married after this because in the future, there are other things that are going to be more important than that one day that only lasts, what, 12 hours?
You want to know what your next challenge is?
Yes.
Okay, this is your attitude adjustment challenge. One of your objectives is to have your own business, right?
Yes.
And right now, you're way too big an airhead for that. I'm sending you back to work with your mom again. The attitude adjustment challenge is our princess's chance to show her loved ones that she's changed once and for all. But first, Daniela will have to return to the place where her relationship with her mother hit an all-time low, the salon.
I knew I blew it with my mom by her firing me, so I feel that I do have the opportunity to make it up to her.
Daniela's spending a day at the salon getting a better understanding of her mother's business.
So I need you to face me a little bit. Look down a little bit. Perfect. Give me a big smile. Perfect. Oh. What makes you such a loyal customer to Roxana?
I call her like the eyebrow guru.
And maybe in the process, she'll get to know her mother better too.
Okay, Kim. So what makes Roxana's services so amazing?
I enjoy my time here. It's a time for me to relax, get pampered a little bit.
Who inspired you to open your own business?
I've always wanted to be an esthetician ever since I was a little girl. It motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing.
Then I set her up with a social media expert to help her put this challenge together.
I was coming here to meet a princess, to look at social media and to look at a website. I thought that I would see a little picture and something really basic.
So what I decided to do is a website that's called Roxy's Eyebrow Bar. If I want to own my own business, I'm going to have to go through this process. And having a professional come to help me was really an eye-opener.
I was really surprised to actually see that Daniela had put up quite a lot of content. And with just a few pointers, I think that she's actually going to have a stand-up online business.
So I am proud of myself for working on the websites, and I actually surprised myself as well.
Coming up, this is not always my favorite part. I might not give you the full $5,000.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
When I first met Princess Daniela, she was addicted to shopping with no thought of saving.
The second I have money, I need to go to the mall. Declined.
Over the past 4 weeks, I've gotten her to live independently, plan for the future, and recognize the importance of her relationships.
Her spending habits does put a lot of pressure on the whole family.
Before I give my final verdict, I want to meet with Daniela's mother and boyfriend to see if they've seen a change.
Seeing Daniela change and seeing her save money actually made me feel a lot better about our future.
So let's hear what Daniela has to say. Come in, girl.
It feels so good. It feels so good having money in my account for once. and not just a little bit, a lot.
You seem to have done a complete about face. What happened?
When I started seeing numbers and I'm like, I can't afford this.
Okay, so it's when you actually started looking at the reality of the financial situation.
Yeah.
And what would you say is the biggest lesson you learned this month?
Not to be a brat and that not everything revolves around me.
Hallelujah. You did a great job for your mom. Are you happy with how you've done?
Yes, I'm actually really proud of myself. At first I was really hesitant, like how much really can I change? But I've noticed it in myself, like just the way I look at things is a lot different.
She's creating her own goals she's trying to achieve now. So I think she's gonna feel more confident.
I'm pleased. You know, this is not always my favorite part because I might not give you the full $5,000.
Right.
Not today. Oh. There you go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. But you know what? I have something else for you.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
I want you to take Jessie out.
Okay.
Jessie has been taking good care of you, so this is an extra treat.
She did it. Thank you very much, Gail.
I just want to hug you.
She can see that by saving money, she can achieve so many things.
I do think I'm a princess, but not the same princess that I was 6 weeks ago. I'm better than that.
I can tell she loves to go shop. She's all out of control. She can't stop. Designer clothes, jewels, hair. She's throwing money everywhere. My head is spinning. Oh, 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 oh. She's a princess. She's a princess. Modern day princess.